All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this 100% truth according to the spirits that be. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and sincerity to y'all. We say Shalom. And once again, we want to give our praise and honors and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai for putting this Harachakwadash upon us. We're able to come back and edify you lambs and sheep once again, man. This is the younger bros. You got the brother Warga alongside with the priest, Yesai Lashmar, Jim and Dallas Younger Bros. And we're going to be going into pretty much charity and the importance of charity. And when you think about the word charity, it's synonymous with the word brotherly love because it's pretty much the same thing. You know, charity, brotherly love. It's pretty much those pretty much go hand in hand. It ain't like you can't have charity without brotherly love, and you can't have brotherly love without charity. So they go hand in hand. But we're going to go into the importance of charity and why the Lord highly values charity, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when Yahweh Shai came upon the planet Earth, he showed how to be charitable amongst brethren. You know what I'm saying? Like scriptures speak about how Yahweh Shai didn't come to be ministered unto, but to minister unto. You know what I'm saying? Loosely paraphrasing. You know, and if you got something, you can go ahead and pull it real quick.
Yeah, I was going to get that word charity real quick.
You go ahead.
You might as well get it in the blue letter. This is the word charity right here.
Agape?
Yep, Strong's G26. It says agape. And it says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love.
See, love, benevolence, and brotherly love. And it said, and what we know love is an action word. You know what I'm saying? It's not this little feeling that people get. It's an action word. So to show your love towards a brethren, you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways that you got to be operating. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to be operating like niggas in the world. We're going to be operating like servants of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, as the Lord speaks about that in the scriptures, man. And actually, we could get the John 13. John 13 Bible Shai.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 13, and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Exactly, that you love one another, also have I loved you. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shai, as scripture goes to, he gave his life for the church. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have that mindset with the Akim to lay our life down for the brethren. We got to show that love to him as Yahweh Shai showed that love unto us too, man. And also, scripture speak about love thy neighbor as I love thyself, man. You know what I'm saying? It speaks about this is the law that hangs the whole law of the prophets. Because if you do that, that's going to cause you to do things like not commit adultery, not to do all these other things, you know, so not to steal, not to kill, things of that nature. It's going to cause you to do things like that. Why? Because you're thinking like, okay, you're having consideration. You're considering yourself like, I wouldn't want somebody to do that unto me, so why would I do that unto a brother? You know what I'm saying?
Precept. It's Romans chapter 13. And I'm just going to get to the point. Verse 9. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So that was going to be fulfilled by you not doing those things if you love the neighbor as thyself. Because if you just think about it, brothers could talk about it all the time. If you look at the world since what we're seeing with Babylon the Great and Esau's rulership, we're seeing this is the result of not charity being pushed and not brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? Having envious towards their neighbor, stealing from their neighbor. Man done worked his whole life to get his house something, all that, or get these certain belongings, or get rims on his car, whatever, and you just come and steal it because you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? We start to see why the law and statutes commandments need to be made the forefront of society, be the moral standpoint, because this world, this society that we're in right now has no morals, man. That's why it describes it as a valley. You know what I'm saying? A low place, pretty much, which means morally is low. You go ahead.
God, and if I may add to you as well, that's why the scriptures say, can two walk together lest they be agreed.
That's fair.
That's going to lead to peace happening when that's when an agreement happens. Y'all come to an agreement. What the agreement is, you're not going to touch my shit if I don't touch your stuff. You see? The agreement is I'm not going to covet after the stuff you have or lust after your stuff, and you're not going to lust after my stuff. We going to all be at peace.
Yep.
When people come and they break that, what the Lord set up, that's when it causes issues. I got a real quick piece of stuff.
And that brings what? And you see it, Esau, that brings chaos. You know what I'm saying? It brings chaos and confusion and things like that. Not having peace with one another. You go ahead, though.
Yep, this is in Matthew chapter 7, and let me grab it real quick. Gotta find it real quick. It's somewhere up in here. Matthew 7 and verse 12. Here we go. Therefore, this Yahushua speaking, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Yahushua basically was saying what we were just reading. You see what I mean? The way you want men to deal with you, that's how you deal with other men. That's how you show love towards your neighbor.
Yep.
Because when you really ultimately go into a neighbor, that's like somebody of your kindred. Kindred, your tribe, man, of your nation. So when you deal with other Israelites, there's ways you're supposed to deal with others, like according to the law, statutes, and commandments, and that's gonna lead to there being peace. You see, but that Yahushua basically was quoting what we just reading. I'm gonna finish out the one I got real quick. Yep, this is Romans chapter 13, and I'm gonna finish it out because the point was actually in this verse. Romans chapter 13, and we at verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law.
It says love is the fulfilling of the law. And we know love is an action word, you know what I'm saying? Because how can you fulfill the law? How can you say that you love somebody, you know what I'm saying, thinking it's an emotion? The Lord says love fulfilleth the law. Because like Yahushua said in Matthew 7, you know what I'm saying, the things you don't want to be done unto you, don't do those unto other people, man. And Yahushua said it because that's going to bring forth peace. So in your actions, by you showing love to your neighbor, which would be a fellow Israelite, what would you do? You would do things unto him that you would like to be done unto you. And you would do things, and you won't do things unto him that you won't want to be done unto you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you stranded somewhere, you need some help. You know what I'm saying? You ask somebody for help. You don't want somebody to come help you, would you? You wouldn't want somebody to just leave you stranded out there, you know? Or you know what I'm saying? That's why scripture say brothers are born for adversity. You know what I'm saying? That's going into brotherly love. We're here to help each other out. We all in captivity, man. And brotherly love is a very beautiful thing. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you can even look at it in a carnal sense amongst the like world, or like men just in a high statute here. They always have they always have a nice group of men around them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you look at Andrew Tate, you look at other Jay-Z and all these other niggas, man. They always have a nice group of men around them. But the crazy part about that, they don't have the spirit of the Lord. So they bound to sit here, you know what I'm saying, do some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying, do something, excuse my French, do some messed up stuff, or as far as like backbite, you know what I'm saying, talk ill and covet after like, man, he getting all this money, I want to get the money too. But the Lord has given it to Rahara Chakwadash, where we're able to love each other with that fear, you know what I'm saying, and being subservient and submissive unto each one another, man, you know?
Kind of also, if I may add, like when you go into the word neighbor, it go into the word, let me get that word real quick, because it ultimately goes to those like of the same, your pastor or your fellow like citizens. That's where like y'all dwell in the same land. Well, guess what? Who dwelt in the same land? The lands was parted for the nation of Israel amongst each other. In this time period, when the law was established, what was happening? We were supposed to be pushing forward the law, statutes, and commandments in the promised land. So that neighbor is talking about, you know, just for edification purposes, because you know how people be.
Yeah.
So basically, that neighbor, like basically somebody of your fellow sheep, your fellow fold, your fellow sheepfold.
The same nation.
The same nation. Y'all dwelt, like we had the lands parted, and you dwelt in the same land. The nation Israel dwelt in the land of Israel. So that's who our neighbors were. Not talking about no damn heathen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I can go back to that John 13.
Yeah, John. Read 34 again, Baba Shah.
Got you.
But then, you know, 35.
This is John 13, verse 34. And it reads, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Verse 35, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another.
Exactly. That's right there. That's how the people going to be able to distinguish. That's how they're able to tell, like, oh, those are the disciples of Yahweh Shah, because they move in a different type of spirit. You can even see that amongst us. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably talk to people, you know what I'm saying, whatnot. I even had, this is back, you know what I'm saying, when I was early in the truth. So, you know, talked to a dude, and he was talking about, like, you know, I remember I had brung up my brother, but I wasn't talking about my brother according to, like, same mom and dad. I was talking about brother, because scripture, like Yahweh Shah said, man, you know what I'm saying, ones that do the will of my father, those are my brothers, sisters. So the ones that do the will of the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying, I was referring to that as my brother. And he was like, so you sure, like, they not going, you know, try to do some slick shit, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's the spirit of the world right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be upon the world. If you be cool with somebody in the world and stuff like that, that's going to be where they try to supplant you and try to do that. But when it comes to serving Yahweh Shah Shai in this ministry, we're all on the same accord. That's why Yahweh Shah Shai likened us into a body. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about a body and the different offices of the body, ain't one ligament of the body sitting here like, man, I ain't gonna work today because I want the heart to struggle today. You know what I'm saying? It's not acting like that. The body's all in congruence of complementing each other. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help each other out. Okay, look, hey, man, we need to get some blood to the legs because the legs struggling. We trying to squat. You know what I'm saying? That's how the body operates. Or the brain sends a signal, pump more blood here, stuff and stuff. You know, brothers, people know how the body operates to a degree. So that's how the Lord, like in the body, the house of David pretty much do. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, can two walk together, at least you be agreed. So in order for us to come out, the scriptures say we're at war, man. So in order for us to come out, you can't be at war with somebody and this dude is sitting here like, man, I ain't gonna save him because he the captain. I want to be the captain. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That's not gonna bring peace amongst the flock. You know what I'm saying? That's also going, the end result of that is gonna cause everybody to get fucked up, man. So charity is very important, and it also helps a lot of broken ends.
And the Lord will take you out for that, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing the Lord don't like is division amongst the brethren. That's one of the things the Lord hate. So if you're causing division and strife and things aren't being done in order as the Lord wants it to be done, He's gonna X you out of there. You know, you're gonna get the goodbye ultimately. Your walking papers.
The boot.
Yeah, you're gonna get the boot. You're gonna get the walking papers.
The boot.
But you want that Corinthians?
Actually, get 1 Peter 4 real quick.
Come on, let's go there. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. And above all things, have fervent charity amongst yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Exactly, and it said above all. Actually, read the verse above it. Slack.
Come on, yep.
The verse above it.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7 and 8. It reads, but the end of all things is at hand.
Exactly. So the end of all things is at hand, and we see that through the lens of prophecy, right? Mm-hmm.
But be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Exactly. So we got to stay watching and we got to be prayed up. But the next verse, go ahead.
Verse 8. And above all things have fervent charity amongst yourselves.
Exactly. So with us praying and doing those things, make sure you have fervent charity amongst the brethren. Right? And keep going.
For charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
And fervent charity, also saying fervent brotherly love, it says they'll cover a multitude of sins, man. And brothers love to bring that scripture out because we got a lot of sins, man. We got a multitude of sins, but charity covers a multitude of sins. Now we understand that there's no way that a brother could be so charitable where he's uncovered his full slate. You know what I'm saying? We know that's gonna only be done through Yahweh Shai, but that shows you right there that okay, if this covers a multitude of sins, then obviously Yahweh Shai values brotherly love very high. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Yahweh Shai's act was the ultimate level of charity.
Exactly.
Because I want to grab real quick. This John 15, and I'm going to get straight to the point.
All right.
You know, we got the scriptures already. Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than a man that lay down his life for his friends. So that's what Yahweh Shai did for what? The elect.
Yep.
That's ultimately who his beloved are. These are mine. You see, and they're yours. The Lord was talking about the elect. So he did that great level of love. What did he do? He laid down his life for the elect.
And you know what scriptures say? They say Yahweh in Hebrews, how Yahweh Shai is the author and finisher of our faith. So he's the example. So Yahweh Shai, his example was charity. You know what I'm saying? How to serve Yahweh Shai, have charity amongst the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Don't think yourself to be highly than other people. You know what I'm saying? If you go sit down with them as y'all pretty much on the same level aspect, understanding the order and stuff like that. But like, don't be sitting there, I'm the leader. You gotta do this shit. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, be a brother. You know, and then that's that's it on that. Could you get the 1 Corinthians? 1 Corinthians.
Yep. Let's grab it. Which one? 1 Corinthians 13.
Yeah, 13. You can just start one.
Yep. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and we're gonna start from the top. Though I speak with tongues of men.
So pretty much Paul, well, I'm gonna let the scripture speak, but I'm gonna explain it. Paul's gonna go into just gifts that you could receive from Yahweh Shai, but if they're missing something very important, it's null and void. Go ahead.
Yep, it reads, and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or in a tinkling cymbal.
Keep going.
It says verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and I understand mysteries, all knowledge, and though I have faith so that I can remove mountains, and I have not charity, I am nothing.
So in other words, Paul is pretty much saying that the Lord could give you a large portion of the Spirit as far as understanding on the prophecies, or you could have the gift of speaking the Hebrew real good, because that's pretty much the language of the angels. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have charity, it doesn't mean nothing. And brothers could testify. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been, because me and the brother side, we was affiliate candidate at a point in time. Not to get too deep into history, but we've had dudes that came in that are no longer with us due to the lack of charity that they had. You know what I'm saying? Brother had a problem with the leadership in our camp. Brother had a problem with that. Wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Not had a quail with a brother, but didn't want to go squash it. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures speak about if you have a quail with a brother, if you don't go squash it, then you can't come to the throne of the Lord and ask for anything, because you ain't even squashed the quail that you had with the brother. You know, the little strife you had with the brother. Because we in the flesh, man. We brother might do something, might rub you wrong. You know what I'm saying? But don't be sitting here, man, I don't like how he did that, so I ain't going to be doing it. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to the brother, and we know the brother don't mean it in the malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? He didn't intentionally, I did this because I wanted to make him mad. Nah. You know what I'm saying? We all fear Yahweh Shema Shine. We trying to serve each other. So it just rubbed you off wrong. You know what I'm saying? So just, if I did this, Aki kind of rubbed me off wrong with, it wasn't intentional. No, I wasn't intentional. Salaki, you know what I'm saying? And it's all squashed then, That's what the Lord loves to see loves to see to be done amongst the house of David, man. Because we're not going to be like these niggas out here in the house of Saul and all them, you know what I'm saying, sitting here having quarrels and shit, showing fake love. You out here teaching with a brother. You out here teaching with a dude that's supposed to have, y'all supposed to have each other backs. You supposed to have lives on the line, you know what I'm saying? You laying your life down for him, but he not finna lay his life down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the Lord's not, he don't want that going on. That's why brothers don't like the charity. You know what I'm saying? They sitting here, they don't have charity thing. The Lord get rid of them, because we don't need none of that. The Lord don't love that. He is not with the strife. He's not with none of that shit, man.
To add on, ultimately, that's what this thing is about.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have charity, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do. Like it says, love working the ill to his neighbor. So if you actually got that brotherly love, you're going to actually apply those scriptures when you deal with brothers.
Yep.
You're going to actually go out there on the highways and byways to lay down your life, because you have love actually for the elect. Now, if you don't have charity, then you're not going to do the things you're supposed to do.
Exactly, man.
But this, we still read down. You want to go to verse 8? Or you want to jump down? What you want to do? You want to go through the straight thing, or you want to jump down?
Just jump to verse 8.
Got you. So this is 1 Corinthians 13, jumping down to verse 8. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether they be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, they shall vanish away.
So pretty much, charity never fails. It's going into how charity going to continue forever. Because eventually prophecy will come to a stop, because prophecy has a beginning and an end. You know what I'm saying? It's prophesied this is going to happen. It's going to eventually cease. It's going to come to a stop. It's going to be fulfilled eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the tongue eventually stops. It's going to be fulfilled. But charity is going to carry on forever, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how important charity is. We're going to have charity in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's a charity on just in Babylon we stop with charity. Now, prophecy might stop, you know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be a lot of things that it won't be no more prophesying in the kingdom of heaven. But charity's not going to stop. It's going to carry to the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's how Israelites going to be dealing amongst each other. And that's how the heathen nation going to be dealing amongst each other too. They just going to be in the flesh. So they're going to be fucking up. But they're going to deal amongst each other like that too. Because that's the way that's going to bring forth peace. Because you see, the Babylon the Great is a great example of no charity. You can't trust nobody really. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just leave your wallet around. You even leave your stuff around for a split second, it could be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Jake, go somewhere and you depart from your woman for a little bit. Dude gonna come try and holler at the chick.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about that.
Exactly.
Most Jake don't even like their woman going nowhere like that. You know what I'm saying? But see, in the kingdom, you ain't got to worry. Which really, women gonna be in the house anyway.
Yeah.
But let's say a woman did have to go somewhere, you ain't got to worry about no dude pulling up on your chick and stuff like that. That's what you gotta deal with here.
Even with your kids, you ain't have to worry about if I go use the restroom and I leave my kid here, or if you let your kid go use the restroom by themselves and it's a fucking predator in there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven. That shows you how charity is going to be carried on into the kingdom of heaven. That's how important charity is, man. Because charity, like I said, charity, that brings forth peace. And we know the next rulership that's coming upon this planet Earth is going to be all about peace, man. It ain't going to be no strife going on, none of that. No war. It's going to be peace.
I want to grab that one for you real quick.
You go ahead.
This is the one that this is another one that Paul was saying, basically proving the importance of that charity. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, and read verse 1 and 2, and it reads, "Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. You know what I'm saying? All like, we know. When you come to the truth, you start learning what's right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? You start learning what the pagans things. You start turning from it. But what does it say though? Knowledge puffeth it up, but charity edifies. So charity builds up. Brotherly love is what this thing is about. You see, that's ultimately what Yahweh Shai's act was for. It was love for the nation of Israel. Because ultimately, it's by grace that we're going to be saved.
Yep.
The Lord loved us so much that he didn't want to do away with us. He showed grace through allowing Yahweh Shai to have his terrible act of laying down his life. So that showed how much the Lord loved us.
And charity, think about it. If it wasn't for charity, man, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't receive the understanding because Yahweh Shai, think about it. Yahweh Shai, he could have just came down and got his glory. He didn't have to send down gifts unto men to help us be glorified along with him. That was a charitable act. He laid his life down so the sins of the nation of Israel could be put on him. He could be that sacrificial lamb, that scapegoat, that high priest in the heavens for us, our lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Our lawyer in the heavens, our mediator. He didn't have to do that for us. He could have just did it for himself if he wanted. But he decided that was a charitable act. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this for the nation of Israel. And it was all prophesied it's going to be like that anyway. That's how the Lord wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But we just saying in the aspect of if Yahweh Shai decided not to have charity, we would have been fucked, man. We'd have been fucking perpetual slaves, man.
That's the foundation of this thing. The Lord said, if you love me, you shall abide in my love.
Yeah.
If you love me, see? But your love is ultimately like the way we carry ourselves amongst the body. That's how we start off judging amongst ourselves. How we deal amongst the brothers. That's what the Lord really looking at. Lord really honestly doesn't give a shit about, of course you gotta be in this world and all that stuff, but the Lord's really looking at how you dealing with the brothers.
Yeah.
The body. Because that's who the Lord wants to establish everything through. So that charity got to be on point. That brotherly love, that brotherly connection got to be on point. That unity. Unity. That's the spirit, Salakia. Unity, because it's a precept. Let me grab that real quick, because it's one of the things the Lord is pleased with.
Unity of the faith.
Unity of the breath. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Yep, here we go. Sirach knows Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before Yahweh Bashem Shai and men. The unity of brethren.
Oh, the unity of brethren, man. Ain't nothing better than seeing a unity of the brethren, man. And you think about it, that's going to carry on to the rulership of Kingdom of Heaven, because like you were saying earlier, how the Lord's looking how you deal amongst the body, because those are the men that he's going to use alongside with himself, Yahweh Shai, he's going to use to govern the next world to come. So it needs to be unity amongst that government, because if it's not unity amongst that government, it's going to be what's going to be going on. What's going on in Esau rulership going to happen in the Kingdom of Heaven, pretty much.
What happened between us here?
Yeah,
the northern southern kingdom split. And yeah, many more time periods we had issues and stuff, man.
Exactly, man. The northern kingdom split. Yeah.
But I'll finish it off where he says, it says it stood up both beautiful before Yahweh Bashem Shai men, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together.
So the Lord, no friction, no strife, just peace. Because the love of the neighbor and the unity of the brethren are pretty much the same thing. But it said the love of the wife, and it's pretty much saying like no, because a woman try to use that and try to. So you gotta love your wife. No, that's just going into no conflict, no strife between the wife and the husband. But that's only going to be done if they remain in a proper order, Same thing with the brethren, you know what I'm saying? In order for that peace to really be flourished amongst the brethren, they got to remain in a proper order, you know what I'm saying?
Like basically, to add to what you're saying about the woman and the husband, that it's conditions.
Yeah.
You say the conditions when you fucking get married, but people don't follow it. To never do this part, they say all the stuff, but they don't even follow that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it's supposed to be. It's conditions behind a marriage or an agreement. That those conditions is what we're reading right now, the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yep. That's
the conditions that'll keep everything in unity, keep everybody good. When you don't go by those conditions, now that's when issues happen.
You get out of order, man.
I'm gonna get this too. It's 1 Corinthians 8 and verse 2. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. You see, it says charity edified. So it's proven that it's more important that you understand charity, how to love your brother, how to be brotherly. That's what the Lord is looking for, man.
Yep.
You see, that's what's gonna lead to the Lord being more pleased with your sacrifice, by you being brotherly. As a matter of fact, I got one for you right here.
You go.
Let me feed you real quick. This Ecclesiastes known as Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 30. Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make it an atonement for sins.
Read that again, Bible Shah.
Yep, this is Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 30. Water will quench a flaming fire.
And just compare that flaming fire to like the wrath of the Lord. So water will quench the flaming fire, right? Go ahead.
And alms make it an atonement for sins.
And we know it is an atonement pretty much. So your alms, which alms is backtracking to charity, because you're not going to be able to give alms or do things like that without being brotherly love or having charity. You're not going to be able to do that. If you don't have brotherly love or charity, then you ain't going to give alms, because you're going to do it in the scripture say, give not alms in a what's the word?
As a necessity.
Yeah, don't do it as a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. It should be out of respect. Like you trying to help the brother out. Not like, oh, because this, I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? No, it should be in a sense like you trying to make sure the brother's okay. Because like Yahushua said, wouldn't you want that to be done unto you? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you want somebody to? Because everybody already know that. Every time you ask a family member for something, when they seem like they got an attitude with doing it, man, you ain't got to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. If it's such a problem for you to help me out, then I don't even want your help. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing strife right there. But the Lord wants you want to be joyful givers, man. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead though.
I gotta bring out what the word alms means, because speaking of alms, one of the similar words actually is charity.
Yeah.
But I want to get the definition right here. It says money or food given to poor people. Now, who is the poor? The nation of Israel. Right? It says money. What's the spiritual riches? This word. And then it says food. What's that bread? That's that. Yeah. What's that manna? That's this word. This is the ultimate alm that we're giving it to the poor, the nation of Israel. You see, and then on top of that, I want to get this right here. The origin of the word, the origin of the Greek, it says aleos, which means mercy.
Ooh. And
then when you go into a later definition, it says compassionate.
And what does the scripture speak about? If you show mercy, you should receive mercy, loosely paraphrasing. So if you giving alms in the eyes of the Lord, you showing the Lord that you would like him to do the same way with you. You know what I'm saying? Help the poor out, you know? You want him to help the poor, because we the poor. You know what I'm saying? Even though you help the other brother, we both poor though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
As far as the nation, but like the Lord will look on that and be like, see, you trying to help the poor out. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm going to be the same way with you. Because David was like that, man. And the scripture say David was a man after the own heart of the Lord. So we see how David was. And the Lord was very delighted in David. You see how much mercy he had on David. And we looking to have those sure mercies too. But in order for you to have them sure mercies, you got to be charitable and have alms and brotherly love like David did. David didn't even, as much as stuff Saul did to David, David did not try to kill Saul. You know what I'm saying? Now they probably had like a quarrel and he was like, see Saul. You know, he cut his garment in the cave. You know, he's kind of showed him like, you know, I'm that good. But, you know, he wasn't in the intent of, as far as like, I'm trying to kill Saul like Saul was trying to kill him. He was like, Lord, anointing you to be king. You know what I'm saying? He was being charitable, you know?
I'm finished out. It says, and alms make it an atonement for sins. Now, atone means to reconcile. Yeah, atone means to reconcile. So to make friends again. Because when you depart and you do wickedness, you know what I'm saying, that takes you away from the Lord. But guess what? Through Yahushua's sacrifice, we had a continual just making friends again.
Yeah.
Continual reconciliation. Really, the full reconciliation going to be when the new covenant gets established. But, you know, Yahushua is pleading with us, allowing us to continue to keep serving the Lord. Yeah. Because of what? That grace, that's from his blood. You see? So that alms make it,
His greatest, like it, because y'all do his greatest act of charity.
And then also on top of that, to add on to what you said earlier, because you were going into how like alms goes into like showing mercy and everything. Well, guess what? The ultimate, like they ultimately, like that's that scripture we just read earlier. It says, "As I loved you, you love one another."
Yeah.
So as Yahushua laid down his life for us, we're supposed to lay down our lives and sacrifice ourselves for the sake of the body, for the sake of the brothers. Yeah. That means, like, you know what I'm saying, being in uncomfortable situations. You know what I'm saying? You go into camp regardless how you feel. Things that's where all those sacrifices, that's showing charity. That's showing that's an alm. Because really, technically, you know what I'm saying? You laying down your life.
Yeah,
Jay got families, Jay got job, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, if he losing hours for the sake of the body for the sake of this body being built up, the spiritual temple, which is the people, which is the nation of Israel now, the elect.
God, I got a scripture.
You got it.
Straight into that. I ain't want to get it right here, but let me see. I got it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. So just laying back off the brother point, you know what I'm saying? When you giving up your body as a living sacrifice, you going out in the sun, sleet, snow, You know what I'm saying? You're enduring for the elect's sake. You know, so you're enduring for them, for you to, because why we go out there and teach? We going out there to teach, to edify, to build up the body. You know what I'm saying? You lose sleep trying to get more understanding on scriptures to do it, to build up the body. You're not losing sleep now, of course. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's help building you up. But at the end of the day, you like, I need to, you know, make sure I'm breaking these scriptures down right. So when I go and tell the sheep, you know what I'm saying, when I go build them up, they're built up the right way. They're built up with the right understanding of the scriptures. So when they just get to that point, you know what I'm saying, just having an understanding of that's going to help build the body up. And you just think about it in like a aspect of like working on a house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The more knowledge you got when you're working on a house, that helped the whole team out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know about this, that. Oh, snap. That's even better for the team. Now y'all not struggling as much. So just adding that onto it. So, but like the priest was saying beautifully, you know what I'm saying? We endure all things for the elect's sake, man. You go out, sleet, snow, raining, you probably tired, you know, and really denying yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just so you could feed the sheep, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the sheep is built up right.
Hey, you forbearing certain situations you might deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to have certain situations where you might be in an uncomfortable situation helping a brother out. But you do it for the sake of what? You have it, that's charity.
Mm-hmm.
Having brotherly love. That's like an alm. You see, but
That was it on that.
I got this for you.
Yeah, kind of.
This Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12, because it goes to kind of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It reads, "Put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, mercies, kindness." That's one of the words for charity. Kindness.
Yep.
It says humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, patience.
Mm.
You need patience to you know what I'm saying, to forbear certain things you go with amongst brothers. Certain things you got to go with to even keep serving the Lord. It takes patience. You got to forbear a lot of things.
Yep.
It's for the sake of the body.
Exactly.
Verse 13, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahweh Shai forgave you, so also do ye.
So if you have a problem with a brother, forgive him, man. You know, so I like the saying that Elder Yashua Ramba will say, because, you know, sometimes, you know, of course, being in the flesh and, you know, Lord's understanding ways of hiding our ways, being in the flesh, a brother might fuck up. You know, so he might fuck up and something, you know, you might get in trouble, whatnot, or, you know, you might fuck up, you know what I'm saying? But like Elder Yashua, he said, which helped a lot, you know what I'm saying, when we had a problem going on with us at one point, he said, just be wrong for the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not understand why. You know, so just be wrong for the truth. You know, you got to quarrel. Hey, just forget it, brother. Hey, you know, we're in the flesh. He's not perfect. Same reason as you not perfect. And you don't want somebody to be looking at you and judging you according to the law, pretty much. Thinking that you're perfect. You're not supposed to be acting like that. You're never supposed to rebuke me and be wrong. You know what I'm saying? We all in the flesh. But they go into that suffering because you got to suffer things like, hey, it's what it is. We're in the flesh, man. You know what I'm saying?
Certain brothers, they was brought up a certain type way where they was brought up, it might not be disrespectful and where they was brought up.
Exactly.
But for you, you're not used to nobody doing certain things like that.
Exactly.
But that's the point of you having that forgiveness.
Yep.
And then for the sake of the mission being completed.
Yep.
You forgive.
That's you putting, like, I like what you like to say, you know what I'm saying? That's you pretty much putting your own wants aside and feeling the will and the wants of Yahweh Shai Shai. Because our goal is to edify and build up the sheep. And we've been given this understanding, let our light shine before men. Build up the elect, you know what I'm saying? So we can get the hell up out of here, you know? Just fulfilling prophecy. And along going with that, like you were saying, we gotta bear certain things and things like that, you know, just so that can happen, you know?
God, one more. Verse 14, and above all these things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Yep. So hey,
read in the NLT. Do you? Well, I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
I read it. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 14. It says, "Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony." Perfect harmony, man. So we're gonna be complete. It's gonna be perfect. Just flowing like water, you know, like Pastor Carl said, you gotta move like water. Flowing like water, man. Perfect harmony. We're gonna flow right. The body gonna operate right. Because I like to go back to the example of Yahweh Shai comparing us to a body. The body's operating right. It's doing what it probably need to do. That's all gonna be done through the act of charity, which is gonna lead to the, like it says, bond of perfectness, you know? Being in harmony, being in perfect harmony amongst each other. Because we gotta fulfill a goal at the end of the day. And it's not gonna be able to be done if two walking together and they not agreed, you know what I'm saying? You see it with Esau's rulership. Here it is, the Russians trying to take out their own selves. You know what I'm saying? Some more Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mission supposed to be to keep the Israelites low, but you finna take out, you know what I'm saying? the other Edomites, you know, y'all game plan gonna be frustrated. Now, we know at the end of the day, y'all still gonna bring forth the MOTB. That's the real game plan right there, because we know who's running these things. But we just giving that example right there.
Hey, check this out. In football team, you got a lineman that's pissed off at the quarterback. He ain't gonna block.
He might get injured, man.
Now the quarterback, but see, what's happening is now you putting y'all winning the game on jeopardy. Y'all winning the battle on jeopardy because you got an issue with somebody. I ain't gonna block for the quarterback because he did this. Now y'all gonna lose the fucking game.
God.
You see?
And
so that's not, the Lord ain't with that shit. So if somebody is affecting the way the body is moving, the way the ministry is going, and he's gonna get them out of there.
That's when you do that, that's being a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? That's that me, because I feel bad, so I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? That's that narcissist shit. That's that black woman shit, really. That's what it is. It's that narcissist, man. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that if I'm fuck that shit, bro. He did this to me, nah, bro.
Put everybody else in jeopardy because
that's being
of you.
selfish, man. The Lord's not looking for nobody. We don't need nobody on the team that's selfish. We at war here. We don't need nobody. I don't want to watch posts because he made me mad last night. Because he beat me in Mortal Kombat or whatnot. Whatever the case may be. We don't need none of that, man. Or he didn't hand me the drink when I asked him to hand me the drink. He forgot. You know? We don't need that. The Lord's not, he don't need that in the ministry.
A brother get too drunk and say something, one thing or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, man, like, you're not, for you to, like, try and over-condemn the hell out of a brother, that's a lack of understanding because, like, look at you.
Yeah.
You ain't shit either.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Really, we need salvation just as much as any other nigga walking around this planet Earth.
Yeah.
So for us to have a mindset of thinking, like, yeah, fuck that, brother, all this stuff, like, that shows that you lack understanding.
You think yourself or something.
Yeah, you're proud and you lack understanding because brothers ain't, you know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't perfect, man. I mean, a brother make a mistake. A brother can make the wrong judgment. He ain't got the new body yet.
Exactly.
What you expect? Like, I mean, come on. You see, but that's how our people have always been like that. Mm-hmm. That's why they want the free Barabbas and then have put lock Yahushua.
Exactly.
That showed the spirit they were in.
Because Yahushua didn't want to give them no bread. Cause yeah, that's wicked, man. You only want to follow Yahushua because he had made the bread fall from, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But then, you know what I'm saying, since he always talking about, and that's crazy. That's how Jake be, man.
It really was out of straight envy.
Yeah, envy.
It was envy. So a lot of our people, they envied the fact that the Yahushua's power in his rank, and then they knew that, like, man, he gonna mess up what we got going on right now. He's gonna take our position. We're not gonna be viewed as these guys if he keeps coming around. So basically, they had a problem with Yahushua, and also because of what their forefathers did to have the laws established. So they didn't want to accept the fact that Yahushua is going to be the new way. And they had to do all that stuff. But see, Paul walked away from it.
Exactly.
But they just weren't in that spirit. But I'm looking right here. Really, we could probably just get this 4 and 7, and then we get these last couple. Because I ain't like this, basically saying the same thing as the other one.
You go ahead.
Yeah, you don't want to grab the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and get these. We can get these last couple. This is 1 John 4 and verse 20. And it reads, if a man say, I love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who he have not seen?
Exactly. So you proclaim that you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And did we not just read in John 13 that what Yahushua said, love one another as I have loved you? So if you proclaim that you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but you don't even love your brother, and that's done through actions. You know what I'm saying? That's an action. It's not gonna be I do love brother. I feel no. If brother asks you to do something, you got a problem doing whatever he asks you to do. That's not showing love to the brother.
You have envy. You can't even forgive him because he made one mistake.
Exactly.
But see, a lot of Jacobs, a lot of these camps, that's one of the things that don't sit well in my spirit. Not to turn from video, but a lot of Jake, they want to say Esau can make it, or Esau gonna be good, but then they'll say the brother gonna burn forever in hell.
Exactly.
Like the fellow Israelite. You know what I'm saying? They'll forgive Esau, but they don't want to forgive. Say that was done in the past and all this stuff, but they don't want to forgive the brother that's right next to him.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That shows y'all Jake the hypocrisy of Jake, man. I got 21 for you.
Go ahead.
This verse 21, and this is the commandment we have from him.
Mm.
That he who loveth Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai loveth his brother also.
Exactly. So if you love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then you're going to love your brother too. And you're going to understand that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in that brother. Because how you going to sit here and say that you love the Lord, but you go mistreat his prophets? You know what I'm saying? How you going to say that you love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but you mistreating the brothers? What's the Lord puts a spirit upon those brothers that have the authority over you? Or even if they don't have the authority over you, just he put the spirit upon that brother. That's why when Yahshua told the disciples, you done this unto the little ones, you've done it unto me. It was like we didn't clothe you, you know.
That's Matthew 25.
We didn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do those things, but he was saying that in the aspect of you did that unto the neighbor, so you did it unto me. You know
that's Matthew 25, because ultimately Yahweh Shai is he's basically like that, like even with his sacrifice is likened into like that's for all of them. We became back unto his possession.
Yeah.
You see, through his sacrifice. So like when he's saying like the way you treat all these men, I'm gonna count that as, because guess what? My spirit is amongst them.
Yep.
I sent my spirit down. So this man has a portion of me in him, and if the way you treating him, that's how you treat me.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So that's how the Lord is looking at it. So if you know what I'm saying, you do it being a straight, complete bug out towards brothers, that's how the Lord looking at how you treat him.
Exactly.
You see, because we're judging amongst ourselves first, then, because what did it say? It says on earth as it is in heaven. We're rehearsing the things that's gonna be done in the heavens right now. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't with that, when the Lord set the righteous standard, then you're gonna be destroyed.
Exactly.
I got this for you. This Tobit chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse 7 and I'm gonna read verse 10. Give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thy eye be envious.
Exactly.
Neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall not be turned from thee.
Exactly. So anytime a brother need help, you need to be trying to help him. Pretty much.
Not even just that. Like, check this out. What's the ultimate alm?
Teaching, man.
But see, it says give alms of thy substance. Whatever gift or portion you got to utilize that for the body.
Exactly.
Some brothers may be real good with the prophecy. Some brothers, whatever you can bring to ministry. Some brothers might be just good ministers. Mm-hmm. They might not have really that much high of a portion of to be able to do videos like that. They might be a great help to the ministry. We have brothers like that in our camp. You know, he got all types of herds. You know what I'm saying? Man. So, you know, whatever you can bring to the ministry, you do it. And you don't be all like, that's what scripture speak on. You hide it under the candlestick, hiding your portion the Lord gave you. Or the Lord gave you them talents, so you ain't multiplying those talents.
Yeah, that's you having that sense of that's
being a niggard.
Exactly, that's being a niggard, which means selfish. Because scriptures speak about neglect not the gift in you that was given to you by prophecy. You know what I'm saying? So the gift that the Lord gave you, He gave you that gift for a reason. He didn't give you that gift because He's like, oh, here you go. No, He gave you that gift because it was going to benefit the body in some way, form, or fashion. Just like the brother gave the example when you working in the trade. Every little thing help. You got your lead man. He asked the apprentice, "Hey, the lead man's in the attic. He don't got to start the right screws he need." He's like, "Hey, could you go give me the 832 screws?" And the apprentice is like, "Hell no." You know what I'm saying? But if the apprentice gonna do it, he's helping. Even though it might seem as insignificant, you're not the one working on it, but you brought me the screws to help complete the job. So like you was going into, like, you know what I'm saying, that gift that the Lord give you, your substance, utilize it to help the ministry. Whether it be, you know, of course, you might know exactly what your talent is. That's why I love the elder Ariello say, just be a good brother. You know what I'm saying? And with time, the Lord will show you what you're really good at. You know what I'm saying? What's your talent? Because you could, as a bare minimum, every brother talent, a bare minimum is being a good brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what you're supposed to be a good brother.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're supposed to do that. But also, like, you know, certain brothers just more good at certain things. You know, a brother might be good at making certain stuff. So, you know, hey, make it when you can. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be strong as hell. You see your brother struggling with something. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Help carry stuff, whatever the case may be.
Hey, because with your gifts, they help you be a good brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, working out, you know, brother might be really strong. Or like, brother, like, what benefit does it have you to have the knowledge of the herbs and brothers over hitting up the chat or saying, man, I'm sick, but you're not helping? But you had the knowledge of the herb. You be like, but I be helping. No, like, you got the knowledge of the herb. You know what I'm saying? Brothers over taking Esau's medicine and pharmaceutical BS. You're like, hey, I take turmeric, take the ginger. Here you go, here it is, here that, boom, boom. So he could help. You know what I'm saying?
And these just examples, but whatever portion you have, you know what I'm saying, you got to utilize it.
Exactly.
This verse 8. It says, if thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou have but a little, be not afraid to give the little, but give according to that little.
And that remind me of that woman that gave Yahweh Shai that penny, and what is called them dudes? What did they give Yahweh Shai? I can't remember how much they gave them. Bottom line, she gave all that she could give, and they gave like, oh, this would be a lot, like a good enough for them type stuff. That was pretty much saying, like, if you have a little, don't be like, man, it ain't really, I ain't got nothing, so I can't really get, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, help out, you know what I'm saying? Set up a prayer, whatnot. Do to as much as your strength, man. Now, we're not saying go bankrupt over it, brother. I only got 100 in my account. Send 100. Nah, use wisdom, but like, you know, if you able body to help in some way, form, or fashion, because it don't always got to be, you know, probably like, you know, we just gave the money example. It could just be like, you know, brother probably need help moving something, you know what I'm saying? Or hey, you got a truck, you know, I might need to move this. Or whatever it may be, just help to the best of your ability. And the Lord knows your spirit, man. He's looking on the hearts of man. So he knows, oh, did he observe the opportunity to try to help the brother? He was like, I ain't gonna do it. No. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's looking at that. You go ahead, though.
Verse 9, for thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity. These evil days is here. So we're going to need help in these evil days. One of the things that's going to lead to the Lord having more grace upon you is, how did you treat my man?
Exactly.
How did you, were you serve? Like one of the things the Lord told us to do as servants of the Lord is to love one another as I have loved you. To lay down our lives for the body. So that's one of the things the Lord is looking for. If you didn't do that, don't expect to receive, like it says, whatever you sow it, that's what you're going to reap.
Mm-hmm.
So if you you know what I'm saying, if you gave your all in this thing, you know, you was sincere, you was right with brothers, then hey, expect to make it. You have faith in Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
And it's beautiful. It's worded like that. You lay up for yourself a treasure for in the day of necessity. And like you're saying, that's when Yahweh Shai return. You know, so that's when Jacob Troubles kicks off. Because really, we're in a day of necessity right now. We need Yahweh Shai every day, but it's gonna come a time where it's gonna be known like, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you might see you drive to the grocery store, get your little grocery, but it's going to come a time like you need your Yahweh Shai at all-time high. But he going to, like you say, he going to look at, how did you treat my men when they needed help?
He basically look at, did you serve me or not?
Exactly.
This is verse 10. Because that alms do deliver from death, and suffer it not to come into darkness.
So alms delivered from death, man. It delivered from death.
It's not great death going to happen in these times.
Exactly.
We're in a time period of great death. All these judgments. But if I may get this last one for you.
Yeah, you got it.
Verse 11. For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. You see, so that's what the Lord is looking for. It says a good gift. That's something that the Lord is going. It's like that's likened to part of your sacrifice. You see? Yeah, we got this last one. You got this one. Yep. This is Ecclesiasticus known as Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 22. And it reads, the alms of a man is as a signet with him, and he will keep the good deeds of a man as the apple of his eye, and give repentance to his sons and his daughters.
Read that again.
This is Ecclesiasticus known as Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 22. The alms of a man is a signet unto him.
What is it? How you spell the word signet?
Signet.
Net. Let me see. You said Signet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Net. Let me see. I want to see what the word signet means. Let's see.
I got it. Here we go. I got it right here. This is the etymology. So you go into the Latin etymology. It says Old French or medieval Latin, signetum, and it says medieval Latin. This is the old beginning of the word. It says signum, which means a token or a seal.
Ooh,
you see?
A token, a seal. So the alms is a seal, a token, a sign. You know what I'm saying? So alms is a sign. Read it again, Baba Shah.
Yep. Yeah, go into the word alms. Let me see if I had it right here. There we go. Yep. Here we go. Signet right here, definition, etymology. And it says signum, which is medieval Latin, token or seal. Yep.
Exactly. Token or seal.
This is Sirach, known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 22. The alms of a man is a signet with him. So like
it's like a token, a sign, a seal. Like, okay, it's gonna stay with.
It's like labeling. It's like a label. It's like gonna label you.
Exactly. So exactly. It feels like a label.
Hey, you shall know them by the way they treat each other.
Exactly.
Yep. But it says, and he will keep the good deeds of a man as the apple of the eye.
So the Lord, like we say all the time, the Lord is documenting everything. So those alms you do, that's a seal. That's a document. Okay, he did this. He did that. Because the angels are taking record of everything you do. They see everything. So they're sitting here seal, token right there, a sign. Okay, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. Well, that's going to be beneficial to you at your last, man. Doing those things, because the Lord gonna keep that as the good. That's gonna be the apple of his eye. So when he come back, he gonna see, oh, you did all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You served me. You know, and that's gonna result in what? Receiving salvation, man.
God, it says, and give repentance to his sons and daughters. Hey, allow a lot of families to make it and stuff like that. By the way you deal with the body.
That's Noah.
Oh yeah, it's family. You see, that was ultimate on what he did, building that ark.
Exactly. Going out there laboring, telling them niggas to come, Lord gonna flood the earth. You know what I'm saying? Come build the ark. They was being niggas, but what Noah was enduring 120 years. You know what I'm saying? Going out, telling them, laying out his life. You know what I'm saying? Out there in that sun, and what weather he was, building the ark, laboring. They didn't even want to help him labor. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to help him labor and build the ark. But look, at the end, it went well with Noah at the end. The Lord was like, oh, you served me, you was obedient. You know what I'm saying? You gave with the arm, you were being charitable. So, but these other guys, they didn't want to be charitable. They didn't want to show no brotherly love or nothing like that. So I'm going to just get rid of them. And through Noah, he brought back the nations of the earth we see now.
God, yep. But hey, that's all we had right there.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's his whole family, his brother, family's wives, and everything is saved.
Exactly.
So hey, Lord dealt with them, allowed them to make it through that, man.
Con. So hey, Lord will, this is edifying to the prosperity of Yahweh by Shai, man. We get it out by saying, call law,
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakodash.
And I give that honor to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone, man. And to y'all, we say shalom, man.
Shalom.